Nicole Scott here for Netbook News, and here we've got the Gigabyte S1080. This is a 10.1-inch Windows 7 tablet. It's got a 320 gigabyte hard drive, 2 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. It's running the Intel Atom N570 processor, and it's got a 1.3 megapixel webcam, and it's pretty thick. This is a pretty thick tablet, and I'm going to say it out right now that it is a very hot tablet. The heating vent is here on the side, and it gets quite warm. But for where the heating vent is, you can see that the majority of the heat is up here. And because of the position of the mouse pointer here, so this is actually the mouse pointer. So you can see there, wiggle around there. It's actually not a bad way to get around, because you do tend to want to go for the mouse in a Windows 7 tablet. No matter how good the touchscreen is, it doesn't really matter. It's a mouse-oriented operating system. So what Gigabyte's done is they've got this touch pointer here, and then over here on this side you can see they have left and right mouse click buttons, which are actually very handy. So I find myself kind of doing a combination of mouse pointing, and then where it's handy, I'll actually just use the touch screen. It's kind of an odd combination, because I actually find that sometimes I'll do this, and so let's use their app park. So this is a little on the side there. You can see that pulls up the Smart Manager, which will turn on and off your USB 3. I was getting about 4.5 hours of battery life with this. It's about 15 to 20 minutes less. So this pulls up your auto rotate and everything. So then let's pull up the app park, which is Gigabyte's native software for getting around. It would be nice if I could customize this. So you see I've got Windows Movie Maker. Oops, didn't mean to open that. See, very responsive touchscreen. So let's hit the app park again. Windows picture, Windows Player picture, go around. So Twitter, Facebook, MSN, all of these up here. Word, Excel, Paint. So this is like a quick let's see. It's not that great to get around, to be honest. Actually, we wanted to launch Word, anyways. So the thing is that with the hotkeys here on the side, so this is for page scrolling, back, and keyboard. So it does pull out the keyboard, but it is the standard Windows 7 keyboard. So I can't type like this. It's just not possible. So I kind of end up putting down the tablet because it is a bit heavy, and then typing with one hand. You could hold it with one hand, but it's just a little too heavy for that. And then there's the fact that it is a very hot tablet. So when you have your hand on the back, the primary heat source from the fan is right here. So when you're holding it, this whole area here is just quite warm, and your hands get super sweaty. And if it's hot like it's here in Taiwan, it makes you feel like you're holding a little furnace. If you were in a country that was perhaps cold and you brought this onto a work site, it would be great for keeping you warm. But apart from that kind of major design issue there with the heat and the fan being located close to where you hold it, it's not a bad Windows 7 tablet. I mean, I really like this mouse pointer and the mouse clicks here. If we take a walk around the system, so we can see we've got Ethernet. Here's your audio jacks, USB 2. There's the mouse pointers. You can see the little mice right there in the photo. SD card reader, volume, power, and this actually does lock up as well to prevent you from accidentally turning it on. There's heating vent, or sorry, that's wishful thinking actually. There's speakers up here at the top. I actually would have liked it if they had put the heating vents up here in order to focus most of the heat towards the top of the tablet, rather than to the side where you hold it on your hand. I mean, the entire back does already get warm. I hope they are using these as heating vents, but if they are, it's probably not as much as I would have liked to have seen. So here's that that vent. We have a USB 3 here on the side, SIM card slot, VGA, and N570 doesn't actually support HDMI, that's why we've got a VGA here. Here's the PSU, and on at the bottom here are docking station ports and anchoring points. No word yet on what the docking station looks like. At Computex next week we will be seeing it on display, so we'll see what's going to be going into these little babies right there. Here on the back you can see it does have a great matte black finish, which is great because your sweaty little paws are going to be mugging it up from the heat of the tablet, but as you can see, it's actually not too bad. I mean, it holds up very well to my disgusting hands right now. I dislike this Windows key and all of these stickers back here. I mean, tablets are meant to be a little sleeker, and these stickers kind of ruin the aesthetic for me a little bit. And then all of this writing down here at the bottom I feel is a bit unnecessary. But that's just me. And then it's also quite funny to see exposed points for putting the tablet together. That's generally something you don't really see in tablets these days. Oh, and apparently I've started it with the back of my arm. So this is the IMAX trailer for, it's running in 720p, and this is the Hubble telescope. Put this down. Ooh.
For decades, the Hubble Space Telescope has provided us with unparalleled visions of the universe, but its future was in jeopardy. I go through the mission in my mind and ask,
so this is actually at full volume. You can turn it down physically here on the side. It's a bit odd that the screen... Oh, actually no. That's just a part of the video. That could have been a little bit. That could have been a little bit louder, but well, whatever. Let me turn that down. One of the things that I do like about this screen is that it isn't glossy. You can see that it is matte. Now, Gigabyte has been kind enough to include a screen protector, and you can see it here around the mouse point. So right there. So you can see this is actually a value add. Matte screen protectors generally run between $15 to $30. The decent ones are generally around $25. So that's quite a nice little value add. And the next value add that I'm going to talk about is this case. Now it's a soft leather case. You can see, very soft, and it's got a little stand here, so we're actually going to pop this in. Oh, actually, why don't we do one more thing before we pop it in? Let's rewind it. And let's check out and see how quickly. That's really slow. And the video actually pauses while it does the auto rotate. So let's do that one more time. Right. So why don't we just pause this? Put this into the. This is another great value add. I mean, these cases are usually around $50. So there we go. Let's see how that fits. Looks quite good. Not sure how this flap is going to do when I put this into my bag, although it does make a great screen cleaner. That's fantastic. On the back, this is going to be, well, it's not going to be flopping around too much. It is on a little snap position here, so let's put it on the furthest one back. Look at that there. So you can see we can You can definitely change the viewing angle. Let's try another one. I mean, the leather feels really good. It actually feels like real leather. It's probably pleather. I don't know. I guess I'll find that out and put that in my review. Let's try the bottom one. I mean, because it comes with the matte screen protector, the viewing angle is definitely improved. So we definitely get this. I mean, the one thing that it's obvious that this case is not meant to do is to support keyboard typing. I mean, there's just no way that I'm going to be typing at this angle. So I guess because it is a Windows 7 tablet, they're assuming that we're going to be plugging in a keyboard to this device when we're bringing it around or whatever, wherever we're going to take it. So this has been my review, kind of walkthrough of the Gigabyte S1080. I do find it very warm. It is running right now for $749 in Australia, $599 in the US. That is with a 320 gigabyte hard drive, 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM. There is one USB 3 port, a USB 2 port, all of the regular fixings with a 1.3 megapixel camera, which actually does have a very decent Skype quality. If you are looking for a Windows 7 tablet with a decent UI, I think that Gigabyte's App Park definitely does have some work to do. It could be in line with Lenovo's or even XOPC's if you had the ability to actually customize your icons. That's something that I would like to see in the future. So this has been my review of the Gigabyte S1080. I'm Nicole Scott for Netbook News, taking a look at Windows 7 tablets.